I never imagined our peaceful neighborhood dispute over my mom's garden would spiral into discovering military-grade landmines buried in our yard. But when police revealed security footage of HOA board members planting explosives at 2 a.m., I realized this was far darker than a fight over community rules. How far would you go to protect your family when the people threatening them are the ones sworn to protect your neighborhood? I never wanted to be the hero in a suburban war, but here's my story. 3 months ago, I moved back to Willow Creek to care for my mom, Margaret, after her heart surgery. She raised me in our cozy house with its wide porch and the ancient maple tree where she hung my tire swing decades ago. Coming home should have been easy, it wasn't. The day after I unpacked, a sharp knock introduced me to Karen Mitchell, a woman with flawless blonde highlights and a smile that never warmed her eyes. "You must be Margaret's son," she said, clutching a clipboard. "I'm the Willow Creek HOA president. We need to discuss violations." Mom was resting, so I stepped outside. "What violations?" Karen's manicured nail pointed to a list. The rose garden extended 8 inches past our property line. The mailbox was unapproved, coral instead of HOA-mandated earthy brown, and the maple's branches hung too low over the sidewalk. I sighed. "My mom just had major surgery. Can this wait?" Karen's pen clicked sharply. "Rules are rules. Fix it in 7 days or face fines." As she strutted off, our neighbor Tom Reynolds waved from across the street. Later, he brought pie and a warning. "Karen's got this place on a leash." Last year, the Garcias sold after she buried them in fines over their son's basketball hoop. That night, I dove into HOA laws online, learning many of their violations were unenforceable. The property line issue bugged me most, so I dug out Mom's official survey and measured the garden. Karen's BMW rolled up as I worked. "This is Robert Klein, our HOA attorney," she said, gesturing to a slick man in loafers. "We're documenting violations." I held up the survey. "This says Mom's garden is legal. Your new survey without homeowner notice? That's against state law. I'm a structural engineer. I know boundaries." Karen's eyes flickered, maybe impressed, before icing over. "Other violations stand." I painted the mailbox and trimmed the tree to avoid stress for Mom, but a week later, a notice demanded we attend an emergency HOA meeting. At the community center, Karen stood like a dictator before 50 uneasy neighbors. "Due to defiance of HOA authority," she said, glaring at me, "we're hiring a compliance officer for daily inspections." A man in the back protested the $80 monthly dues hike. I stood. "Who owns the compliance company?" Karen faltered. "Klein Security Solutions, owned by Robert Klein, our attorney." "Conflict of interest, no?" The room erupted. Afterward, Tom introduced me to Lisa Chin, a former HOA treasurer. "They're after your mom's corner lot for commercial rezoning," she whispered. "Meet me at the library tomorrow." That night, I found our front door unlocked and my HOA research papers moved. The next morning, I woke to workers bulldozing Mom's roses under Karen's smug supervision. "HOA bylaws allow us to fix violations," she said, handing me a contract Mom signed years ago. I called the police, but Officer Daniels said it was a civil matter. As workers filled odd, evenly spaced holes, Karen claimed it was drainage improvement. At the library, Lisa showed me plans for a shopping complex. Karen's husband owned the development firm, Apex Realty. Our lot was key. A black SUV tailed me home, and Mom noticed the soil looked wrong. Spotting a thin wire, I froze. "Don't move," I whispered, calling Daniels. Sergeant Harper, a grizzled vet, arrived and recognized the trigger wire. "Bomb squad, now!" he barked. They found M18 mines, military grade, deadly within 15 feet. Detective Laura Evans took over. "Who'd want to hurt you?" I pointed to Karen and Apex. Frank's cameras across the street caught Karen, Klein, and 2 others planting mines at 2 a.m. "That's our smoking gun," Evans said. The bomb squad found a map marking mines on other holdouts' properties. Karen was arrested, claiming Klein acted alone. A threatening text warned, "Next time, your mom won't survive." At dawn, Evans confirmed all 4 suspects were detained, but Kyle Mitchell, Karen's son, bought a burner phone tied to the threats. Apex had done this in other towns, forcing sales through terror. Neighbors shared stories: the Lopez's tree poisoned, the Browns fined over holiday lights. Sarah's house was vandalized, her files stolen. An emergency HOA meeting was called. Karen, out on bail, claimed our lot encroached on community land, offering a buyout. I stood. "You planted landmines to kill us!" Gasps echoed. "We have video!" Tom Mitchell lunged, shouting, "You should have left!" Officers arrested him and Karen. A new threat demanded we sell by Friday. Kyle, desperate, claimed he had evidence against Apex. An anonymous video showed Apex CEO David Harper ordering illegal tactics. Evans identified a mob-linked figure in the footage. At 3 a.m., a fake fire call woke us. The Hendersons made bail, and a judge recused himself. I found Apex laundered money through HOA fines. Lisa gave me a USB with proof, but her daughter was nearly abducted. Charges against the HOA dropped, and Mom was hospitalized after a medication error. A DA's aide revealed Apex bribed judges and cops, giving me an FBI contact, Agent Carter. Harper threatened Mom's life at our driveway, but my hidden camera caught it. Mom's gardening camera had filmed Harper overseeing the mines. At dawn, the FBI raided Willow Creek, arresting Karen, Tom, Harper, corrupt officials, and the DA. Apex's records showed 60 families targeted across states. We dissolved the HOA, forming a transparent council. Mom's roses rebloomed, and we learned our land sat on a valuable aquifer Apex wanted to bottle. At a cookout, neighbors toasted new beginnings, free from fear. What would you do if your community betrayed you? Share your thoughts below. Have you faced HOA overreach or seen pranks in relationships go too far? Let's debate, when does a joke become a crime? Hit that like button and subscribe for more wild stories.